Hello everybody, today we're playing with Elsha Threefold Master. It's a Jeskai, 3 mana, 1/1, and in blue, red, and white. Jin Monk with Trample and Prowess. And whenever Elsha deals combat damage to a player, creating that many 1/1 white monk creature tokens with prowess. So it's one of the new commanders from Alchemy. And what this commander wants to do in Brawl, we want to protect this commander, give it a form of evasion because it's a 1/1 at first, and we want to increase it by playing ideally a couple of prowess creature spells, so it can be as large as possible. We hit our opponent, and then we make a bunch of 1/1 monks with prowess. So in the next turn, we pretty much threaten lethal if they don't block. So the idea with the deck is we want to ramp so we can play our commander and protect our commander. So how do we achieve that? Because we are not in green, our ways to ramp are through artifacts, but they have to be specific artifacts that either gives us a treasure or they tap for a color, because we need to have 3 mana non-colorless to cast our commander, and we want 1 extra mana to cast a protection spell. So this deck has quite a few protection spells, and our main game plan, the mulligan, is we always want to look for a way to give us a treasure or ramp piece and have a protection spell open for our commander, so that on turn 3, so turn 1 we're going to play land, normally is a surveil land, turn 2 we play an artifact, turn 3 we play our commander and keep an interaction spell open. Also cards like Spell Pierce can protect our commander. The next turn, we want to cast an evasion. One way to give our opponent evasion, so flying, unblockability also work. And last, we have an emergency game plan. If our commander dies because it costs 3 or less, we can reanimate it. So we can play cards like Surgical Suite or cards like Helping Hand. On our following turn, we keep our commander in the graveyard, we reanimate our commander, and we have mana open to protect, because there are ways around hexproof, indestructible, for example, sacrifice spells is a plan B. This deck only has 4 creatures, and the other 3 are Sleep Cursed Fairy, Charming Scoundrel just for the treasure, and Geist of Saint Trap. This is pretty much our secondary commander if we draw it, because the deck has a lot of ways to give it evade, flying, or unblockability. It works very well with the Geist of Saint Trap, and it can help us to have an alternate win con, because sometimes the opponent has 1 mana open for Wash Away, and we have the guys in our hand, we can play that instead. So let's see how we do with Elsha Threefold Master. Okay, we're against Soren. We have the setup. Okay. Oh, do we have protection? Yes. We can try this hand. The problems I would like to surveil. Let's draw. If we don't draw a land. Okay, we drew a land.
An invitation from grandfather? Curious.
I would like... what are options here? We can surveil here because we know we can protect our commander. So I need a white. So let's surveil because we need probably multiple interaction. Okay, it's not bad. But we can't deal with him first. How much? He needs to get 3. We may need to transform Soren if he doesn't. Yeah. There's no way to. Just transform it. We just don't have time anymore. I am thinking we probably treasure. Oh, so I have to target until end of turn. Okay. If I target my own commander, let's see. If I play him, I have to protect them once, twice. No, let's just keep the treasure, sure. I don't mind. He can sacrifice it. Just need the treasure token. We're pretty desperate for mana. Because we need to play our commander. Hopefully we get 2 protection spells, but there's no guarantee. They are in white, so they do have it. Okay. We have arena. We can. What are options? Probably arena is what I'm thinking. We arena here. We go red and arena. We exert. We can protect them this turn. If they have something crazy, well, so be it. We have to be fast. Let's go. Let's go. At least one. Alright. In response? Okay. Yeah. Let's pay. Here's the treasure. Go protection from black. Nope. We are in Nord's off, so our commander probably is dead. We can bring it back. Okay. So we can hit here, it's an instant. We can give it flying. I think here is where we go. Okay, do we go for big hit here, or we try? Yes, we do. Let's go. Let's go to the moon. He is gonna get his commander back. Here, war wipe or bust for the opponent. Okay. We already did the damage here. He's gonna transform. Okay, he will do the damage here, so we just take no blocks. He does transform.
Smell your succulent blood from
GG's. How much damage we were gonna do? Out of curiosity. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 mana. So definitely we're gonna draw. What could we bring back? We couldn't have been back a creature. 4, if we drew a land, we could do 2. So we could definitely have done 24. Depending on what we got from the mending. Alright, GG's. Against Eshki Timur's Roar. Do we keep this hand? That looks good. So I want a mountain. I think we're gonna get the... Let's get the Triumph out. We don't want all colors here. You know, white. And the opponent doesn't do anything, we can brainstorm. Oh, absolutely, you're not getting that. No, sir. No, sir. Ooh, you do have hexproof. I'm dealing with him. Alright, let's go alternate Winco. Play Geist. We play Geist here because he has hexproof. He's more annoying to deal with. Opponent plays their commander, we can take it out. We draw a line, we can play our commander. But with the opponent keeps open mana up, we just... Okay. Let's brainstorm first. Okay, definitely. We're gonna be removing here. I do want the land. I think you and you. They do get a free pass, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, we get the treasure. We can haste our commander. And we have way to bring it back. He doesn't can run counter magic, so that is a disadvantage. We can go guys, go for the he may want to trade, bring it back. We can mana drain to counter his counter. I can also hexproof here to protect and have double blue. I think we just don't have time to play our commander here. Let's have to pressure. Opponent goes for this block. I can defend. Go here, protect. Opponent now needs to play a counter magic, which I expect. Or let it die, which is fine. And we're gonna need mana next turn, so let's play Strike It Rich. Here, yeah. I did want the commander, but we just need to be fast. This is a ramp deck. We need to pressure their life total. Keep counter magic up. Beautiful. He tapped out. You get to mana drain it. Be as annoying as possible. We can pay here to exert. To play our commander here. Let's go. The extra mana. Alright, let's go. The offensive. Alright, witness protection. We browse the crew. It happens. I believe we have lethal even with that. GG's. We're against Professor Onyx. The issue with mono black is that they have self-sacrifice spells. And that's a problem with our deck. So we're gonna see. So turn 1, we're playing the drum. Turn 2, I'm thinking brainstorm. Because that's where we're gonna need to guarantee the third land. We have 2 ways to protect against single targets. But if the opponent has a sacrifice spell, there's 2 mana sacrifice spells. That does hit our commander. Let's play the drum. I'm not playing Brainstorm turn 1 because we have a land. We can also... we can Brainstorm first. I think that's the smarter plan. So let's Brainstorm first. The order I'm interested is probably you and you. I'm not that worried about. Thank you. And do I want the swords here? I think. A weight of flying, sure, we can keep it. I think it's fine. There's the argument to have discarded the treasure. Okay, commander. The good news is even if they make us sacrifice it, we can return to Triumphant, so it's not the end of the world. The bad news is there's a lot of 1 mana removal, so they can hit too. Okay, if that's the play, let's do this. Let's do this play. So Surge's Salvation gives not only my creature hexproof, but I also gain hexproof. So in response, if he kills it, it's fine. It's okay. I'm actually fine with this. Because we decline and we save a card. Because we were going to lose a card anyway. So what we do here, we bring our commander back. And we're going to make a treasure. Okay. Worst case scenario, if we can't protect it, we try. And we got there. Because from here on out, next turn, we're going to maximize altitude. We're going to hit. It had a creature. We could also tap 3 for a treasure because we could protect to get Strike It Rich. We could double prowess if we drew a land. And hit him from probably at least 3 or 4 and have an army. GG's. We're against Loot the Pathfinder. So we have to think our turns. We can surveil turn 1. Turn 2 we gold pan. We don't have... We can't protect, so that's the scary part. Against Loot, we'll see. Let's see if we don't get punished. I'm gonna surveil first. Protect lands. It's a good win more card. But we have Faithless Looting. I am looking for a way to protect my commander. That's the main game plan. Okay, here we have to think, I believe, opponent may have removal, so we're gonna chart a course here. Okay. I'm okay discarding this. I have a Stifle effect, so let's just do this now. I have like probably a red or blue is fine. Surveil, we don't need more lands. Here we have to play as safe as possible. The opponent has interaction, we need to respond. We are a turn slower, let's see if that cost us. But there's a high chance they've had interaction there. Rhythmic Study is fine. Okay. Do I pay the 1 for the Rhythmic Study? We can hit the loot and protect, so now we can draw. You can draw. Okay. We don't have much, so let's get the triumph. All right. I think we hit as hard as possible. You can draw at this point. Draw as much as you want. We value our mana very highly. Draw again. Go for it. Now we have 3 mana to interact. So I believe this is where. This is my limit. See, we draw land. Cool. Gives us access to counter a spell and protect. That's what we want to do. He does have quite a bit of mana. Okay. Search the spell he needs. Okay, you can go for that. We can do the cheap way, which I like. We can keep the wash away. So this gives us protection from red. In case he has. So we can afford to pay the 1 here. Protects our board. We're playing around Spell Pierce. If the opponent has the Spell Pierce effect, we want to be as safe as possible. Okay, he faceless looting. You get prowess. Here he can draw all the cards in the world. So we decline. He gets to draw. We can faceless looting again, which we can also discard. Here we're going for lethal. Can draw the cards he needs. Decline. So I don't need the blue here. So this is 12. Here. And we go for lethal. This is 16, this is lethal, so we can protect in case the opponent has. He can draw what he wants. All the cards in the world. Get lethal. So here the important play is try to anticipate, with these type of decks, anticipate the worst. Here the opponent specifically searched a board wipe and left 1 blue open. So what's the worst thing that could have happened? That he had a board wipe and had a 1 mana counter spell. So we played it around it by giving our creatures protection from red instead of just countering his card. We'll try this here. Looks interesting. Canadian because we have the fairy. I do want to surveil. So let's do that. So we need a red. We can get a red. So we probably need a white. I like these cards as spell. I like it. I think in this game, because Most likely he's gonna try to hold counter magic up. Yeah. We're gonna run here, transform his guy, and surveil. Because in this matchup, he is just gonna do everything in his power to counter our commander. So here we're looking for counter magic. Drawing, I guess we can keep because it helps us search deeper. Interesting. So opponent may have a counter spell here. But here I go for it. The opponent counters, it's fine. It burns a counter magic, which is okay. I'm okay with it. Yeah. There was no way we could have. I'll send to the graveyard. Make him worried. Because we can return it, so the opponent can't just freely tap out. Okay. Right here. Okay, we can give him flying, which I'm okay with. He wants to spell pierce this. I'm perfectly fine with it. Let's do this now before it gets countered. There. Against blue, they are not the best. Into that. Okay, so he did have the nuts. It happens. It is what it is. They drew their best spell in their deck. Not much we can do. From this point on, I am thinking he has ways to freely do that. But he has another bounce spell. Do we protect? Or we need to? This is the big problem here. We can transform it. He does make his Thopter stronger. I think we just do it here. I believe we can do that later. We have 2 spells. I think I'm more worried about him dealing with our card. The hospitality can bring our commander back. It's too late for you. So. We may lose the race, unfortunately. We'll see. Opponent drew absolutely perfect. Let's say we can fight against it. Nope. Guaranteed. Improvise. Is he playing an extra spell? Extra turn spell? We can't beat that. So he drew craziness. Counter spell, ramp into. Alright. We can block here, but I think we take it. Let's see, we have time. Oh, we needed to draw lands there, but okay. Got a game of flying. I think what we also do is take him out. If he has a pact, there's not much we can do. Option number 2 is we transform his guy. We do that. I'm okay with this. He doesn't get more Thopters. And I think at this point we have to draw. We're in desperation, but we have to make our commander as strong as possible. We make 3 blockers. Do we need 4? No, I think we... Wait. I think we... Do we scry? We probably want to land here, right? Alright. Let's see if we have time. So he has to pay. What is he taking the flight? Okay. So we can counter his guy, which I'm okay with. Do I counter it? Listen. I'll pay the deck. Unfortunately, it's a cast trigger, but we have 2 good blockers. Okay. I would like to pay 3 here. So let's see if this works. Okay, we deal with you. I can draw 2, discard 2. No, but I think we deal with the throne now. In case he has something crazy. See what blocks he has. Okay. Do it. Deal with his commander. Do as much damage as possible. Yeah, damage. Yep, we get a nerf. Ooh, I think he gets lethal. Oh, my bad. The opponent didn't attack. I had lethal. Yep, the opponent had lethal. So, I can do 2. How do I think make the most out of this? I would like to 3. I would have 2 left. I can't pay for you, so I think we have to come in here. Okay, so we need this land. We had it. Definitely mistaken that part, not taking out the witness protection. GG's. Okay, could go for the fairy setup. Question is it fast enough? But they can get the mana for war. We are missing a land. We've only have 1 turn to get our land. We have no way to enhance our creature. Okay, this is better. We have to discard a card. one's better? The same. So we need a blue, so we turn one, get a blue. This needs a mountains or a plains. So we want a blue. Is there a problem for red? No. Do we need a white? Not necessarily. So this blue is fine. Okay, you're our backup. Mountain Defiance. Main reason we're playing Scoundrel is because we are picking treasure. Next turn we play Commander and Protect it. Problem is they will just counter it. So here the big question is, do we wait or do we force the counter? Unfortunately, it just gives them way too much value, especially if they have mana drain. I think we just wait. If the opponent specifically searches for a blue, we're playing Geist instead of Commander, because that is wash away mana. So it depends. Okay, that is also good for us. You can Bolt, or... But I still like Geist here. I think we're playing Geist here, and the main reason is if the opponent... The only way around Geist is if he gives it a 4-white. Which we can protect against a red board white. Well, the commander is... They will burn it? Okay, it's fine. So it's gonna make me all cast red, right? Is that a problem? Fine. Can't be blocked. I like that, but we don't need to do that now. Okay. We could Faithless Loot in there. Okay, so he wants to do that. What do we do here? So... You can do this. Let me get a treasure. Nope. We're looking for really fast. Okay. The treasure. Treasure. Also looking at Faithless Looting here. Okay, none of you do work. They're all mountains, but we do want... what else? What else works? Curiosity's fine, but... Doesn't get work. Just play next turn. So we pressure them. So we can have mana for Faithless Looting. Let's see. Okay, the shark. There's Gryff here. Don't need it. Could have hit with the other creature. We're forced to interact. I'm okay with it. There we go. We can get a basic. So let's go you. I'm okay with you. Oh, we have lethal. Alright. Yeah, we had lethal, we missed it. We should have attacked with the scoundrel. Okay. Well, screen gets stuff. And that is lethal. Alright. As a 3-color deck, we were able to play around with Blood Moon, making the Treasure Maker help us out, and then with Mox Amber. And by having a hexproof creature, we're able to pressure him. If we played our commander, the opponent could have had removal 2 turns in a row. Good game. Okay, for the post-game wrap for Elsha, Threefold Master. This is a pretty fun commander, but it has to be an entire build around. I've tried with other versions of this deck that had more creatures, and it ended up being just a little bit too slow, as this commander has a very powerful effect, but you have to fully commit to his strategy. And the strategy is get the commander out, protect the commander, and then go for a big hit. As many of you saw with the video, many of the games, if we get to achieve that game plan of protect commander, give it some sort of evasion and hit, just that alone can win us the game, because there are cards that give, for example, Arcane Flight, not only counts as a prowess trigger, but it also gives us additional prowess. So we're hitting for 4, we make 4 tokens, and next turn if we play 2 or 3 spells, we're hitting the opponent for easily more than 12. Just the 3 tokens alone would hit them for 9. Not to mention if we play multiple spells. The deck runs 41 1-drops. We are hitting our 1-drops pretty consistently. And this is a 36 land deck, as our main game plan is truly protect our commander as much as possible. We have some counter spells, and the idea is against a board wipe, we want to protect ourselves. Absolute All-Star in the cantrip is Surge of Salvation, because it gives protection from red or black. Specifically red is important, and it's also you and your permanents. So against a black deck, if they have Duress or a Thoughtseize, it protects us. If the opponent plays, for example, River's Rebuke, you can also give hexproof to not only ourselves but our creatures. And if the opponent plays a board wipe, we have a 1-mana protection spell for our creatures. So the deck, if we get our commander to stick, we can definitely win the game. I would say, as for also tips for this deck, avoid playing expensive spells. This is a deck that really wants to play a lot of spells very quickly, multiple ways to draw. The deck has Curiosity that lets us, when we hit, we draw cards and pretty much end the game fast. This is all about a deck that wants to win or lose in the first few turns. We either resolve our commander and go for the win, or we try to reanimate the worst case scenario. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and comment below which other commanders would you like me to play. Thanks for watching.